based on their stature and mannerisms. This could be a demon, but let me know what you think down below.
Hey, you must be the grave woman this place had. You know, one good thing about the blinds.
Okay, so I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish today. I wanted to finish chapter 11 of Pine Hollow, and I didn't. I did write like 1,300 words, but I didn't finish the chapter. So I am not going to transfer my words, and because I'm not going to transfer my words, I'm also not going to update the NaNoWriMo website today. I'm already, breaking the rules by working on like multiple projects and not starting a brand new story and stuff. So I'm just going to, tomorrow when I finish chapter 11, I'm going to I'm going to update my word count tomorrow, and it'll just be for both today and tomorrow. So yeah, I didn't do a lot of writing today because I did some writing in the morning, and then I took before my shift, and then I took a little bit of a morning break to do some more writing. And then I had a meeting that was like an hour and a half, and we had to walk to a different building on the yard that I work at, and it's, an excessive heat warning until tomorrow night. So that was fun, and then the meeting was super fun, and I got back to my office and it was lunchtime, and I just didn't feel like writing. I just wanted to eat and watch TikTok videos and try to not fall asleep. So that is my day, and I'm not going to do any writing when I go inside just because I don't feel like it. So yeah, just a quick little update to kind of explain how my day looks. Tomorrow will hopefully be better. I had hoped to reach the midpoint in both of my stories, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to work out. Okay, so I have already transferred my words today and updated the NaNoWriMo website. I did that when I got home, and then I jumped into cooking dinner, and now I'm just relaxing on the couch. But I wrote chapter 11 of Pine Hollow today. I finished it, and it was like 3,000 words about, and my total now is like 12 something, I think. But either way, I'm ahead and I'm doing good. I did start the next chapter of Project Matcha Latte, but I didn't count those words because the chapter wasn't done, and I am only counting the words once I transfer them to my computer, but I don't like transferring half chapters, so I will wait until I finish the chapter in my Alpha Smart, and then when I transfer it, I will update that word count. And yeah, it's against the rules. It makes it look like, I don't know, like I didn't actually write basically 3,000 words today because 1,000 of those words were written yesterday. But I don't care. I'm already a rule breaker with Nano, and I'm just not as strict with it as I used to be. So yeah, I'm just chilling for the rest of the evening. It is already like 7 o'clock. I'll probably be going to bed soon because I get up so early. Well, I'm going to be trying to go to bed because I get super hot on my period, and it's already super hot in my house. So it has been very hard to sleep with as hot as it's been. I don't have central AC in this house, and that is very painful. But yeah, so I'm probably going to be going to bed soon. I did read a chapter in How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right. And y'all, I don't typically DNF books, but I might have to do it with this one. The writing is not that good, but I liked a lot of the ideas and the creativity, even though the main character definitely has a very not like other girls kind of attitude, and it got to be a little much. But like I said, I really liked the creativity of the story and some of the scenarios. But I just finally got to the chapter where she meets who I think is supposed to be the love interest because he didn't talk. But you want to know what he did do? Spoiler warning. He spit on her face. And not in a kinky way. This is supposed to be like, I guess, an enemies to lovers kind of thing. And I get it's supposed to be like a dark romance because the blurb talks about his wrath and how she's like a prisoner. And I get it, but this book is listed as a romance. And he spits on her face at their first meeting. And I don't know if I can do this. That would be my biggest ick, I guess. If I was like with a man and he spit on me, I would flip out. I would black out and I would murder a man for spitting on me. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this book, but I don't know. I'm going to keep trying. God, the sun like brings out all of your freaking imperfections. Anyway, I just got home. It is like 3:45. I think I'm gonna make an iced coffee because I'm just really tired. I've been so tired today. I'm not going to say that I almost fell asleep on my drive to work this morning, but I will say it was a really rough drive. So I think I'm gonna make me an iced coffee, but I'm not gonna do any writing. I am just going to transfer what I wrote today. I finished chapter 9 of Project Matcha Latte, so I'm gonna transfer that to the computer and update my NaNoWriMo website profile. And yeah, I think it was like 2,000 some odd words or something, I don't know. But I decided when I finished chapter 9, I am, as of today, putting this project on hold while I focus more on Pine Hollow. And mostly it's just because I've realized that Project Matcha Latte, as cute as it is, it doesn't really have a plot because, like I said in I think my last vlog, you know, I came up with just some cute scenes, and so I came up with cute characters to act out these scenes. And now these scenes are done and these characters don't really have anything to do, and I want to rework this and actually give them a plot to work with, and preferably an external plot that kind of pushes them together in a more significant way. So I have to do a little bit of thinking on that, and I'm just gonna put it on hold for now because I don't feel like bogging myself down with that when I have a perfectly good project that I'm happy to work on right now, which is Pine Hollow. And I started, I think, chapter 12 in Pine Hollow today, but I only got like a couple hundred words into it. And as I've been doing this whole vlog, I'm not gonna count those words towards my daily word count goal today. So yeah, I'm not gonna do any more writing today. I think, honestly, I'm just going to get the words transferred and read a little bit more of How Does It Feel by Janine O'Reilly and see if I can't get into who I'm assuming is the love interest. I mentioned he didn't actually introduce himself because it was just kind of a quick scene. He thinks she's an assassin, you know. There wasn't any talking really because she fell through like a portal into this crazy Fae world, I guess. So there wasn't a whole lot of talking because it was mostly just shock on her part and spitting on her face on his part. So I don't know if this will be a story I continue to read, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to drink my coffee and read the next chapter and see if it gets better, because I just personally, I don't think a good romance is built off of your first meeting involving a man spitting on you. I'm still very hung up on that because I would flip my shit. I would lose my mind. Yeah, It is degrading and so disrespectful, and yeah, if you're into that as a kink, I'm sorry, I don't want to seem like I'm like shit talking you or anything. It's just not for me personally, and I have plenty of kinks that I'm sure other people would be grossed out by, so I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything. I might have made a mistake when I picked this book up, honestly. Hello everyone, it's Friday morning. It is about 10:40. I'm sorry if you can hear my fan. I can't currently run the AC unit, and it is hot as balls in Maryland right now. Today's the coolest day we've had. It's like 80 something, but yeah, so I apologize if you can hear the fan, but without it I would quite literally die. It's a nice rainy morning. I don't typically get to enjoy this because it either rains in the middle of the night and I wake up briefly and hear it and then fall right back asleep, so I don't get to enjoy it, or I'm in the like office, my real job office, and we have windows, but they are so tinted that you can't see out of them. Bright sunny day, it looks like it's nighttime out there, and they're all the way on the other side of the room anyway, so it looks really goofy for me to walk across the room to look out windows that you can't discern anything anyways. So yeah, I am ready to write. This is not my first cup of coffee. I mean, it's my first cup. It's not my first coffee. I had a canned coffee drink, the Bones Coffee Electric Unicorn. It's supposed to be like fruity cereal flavored, and while I don't think it tastes like that, and while that is a weird flavor combination anyway, there's something about it that I do like, so I always pick one up when we go grocery shopping. But yeah, I have my first cup of homemade coffee, and I am going to be working on chapter 12 of Pine Hollow. I really want to finish that today, because then that would mean that I am past the deepening desire beat, and that was my goal this week, to be past that beat in both stories. And even though I'm putting Project Matcha Latte on hold, I did finish that beat yesterday. So yeah, if I can get past chapter 12 today, I will be riding high going into this weekend. Before I jump in to writing, I read another chapter or two, I can't remember. We finally essentially met this man and have learned his name, Mendax. I assume that's how it's supposed to be pronounced. And yeah, he's a piece of shit, honestly. He is. I don't want to give too many spoilers. If you guys want me to talk about this more, I guess I could do like a separate video, because I have a lot of thoughts about this character, Mendax, and how the character Callie, like, this man spits on her and she's thinking about how handsome he is. So yeah, so far I intend to keep reading, even if it's just to continue to just like be mind boggled and blown away that not only is this book like available in Target, like this author is making money off of this and people are reading it and they like this. This person, she's probably a nice person. I'm not trying to rain on anyone's parade, but I think this book is a good example of something selling because it went viral and not because it is that good of a product. The writing itself needs more polish, but also the fact that this is what romance readers want to read. It's a little frustrating, but I'm going to keep reading it, because you never know, maybe I'm jumping the gun with my opinion and maybe it's not that bad and Mendax will be good. I don't know. Okay, so I finished chapter 12 of Pine Hollow, which means I am past the deepening desire beat, which was my goal for this week, so I'm really pleased with that. It does feel a little crappy that I have only worked on one beat this week, but that's just my perfectionist nature coming out. Next week I would like to write past the midpoint. Like, I don't want to get to the midpoint, I want to write past the midpoint. I want to be in, what comes after that? The Inkling of Doubt beat by the end of next week. But I don't know how feasible that is, but that's what I'm going to aim for. The problem is that I have no idea where to go from here at the moment. I will have to do some brainstorming because I've reached the end of what I have outlined, and I'm making this a little different from the original version of this story. So the first step, I guess, on Monday will be brainstorming what happens in these next two beats, because I don't write on the weekends, and Friday is donezo. I'm done writing for today. It's almost 1:30. I have a work meeting at 2, so I'm gonna end this vlog here. I have already transferred my words and updated my word count on the NaNoWriMo website. Today's words were a little more than 2,000 words, and my total for the whole month is almost 18,000 words. I'm doing really good in terms of words. I'm like 6,000 words ahead of where I need to be if I was writing like the minimum amount of words every day. But even as good as I'm doing word count wise, I wish I was a little farther ahead in the beat sheet, but that's okay. Next week, like I said, I want to get through the midpoint, and I have to brainstorm a really good midpoint. I think what I'm going to focus on like today after work is just going to be editing this vlog and getting it uploaded, and I do have some plans this weekend, and I will be back to it on Monday. Yeah, I hope if you're writing anything right now that it's going well for you, and if you're participating in Camp NaNoWriMo, I hope you're doing well productivity wise too. And I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate everyone that is clicking like and subscribe. It really means the world to me, and I feel bad because I feel like my last couple of vlogs have just been kind of slow weekly vlogs, and I'd like to do more, but this is kind of all I have the time and energy to do at the moment. So hopefully you guys stick around and I will see you all in my next video, hopefully documenting my way through my midpoint. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video. And like I said, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. And I hope you guys are doing good, and happy writing.